I'll show. Hi there guys, how are you all doing? Hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope 2025 has treated you well so far. As for myself, as you saw, I just finished loading up the remaining roof tiles that I'm just gonna complete putting up the roof on the project. If you watched my last episode, you saw that just before New Year's I started a project where I'm actually making a cover on the old sun deck just by the kitchen area where we serve breakfast for all of our guests at the bed and breakfast. Now the issue I had there for years on end is just infiltration. When it rains, it's not watertight, and all the water, it actually leaks down into the garage below. So that has been my project so far for the last couple of months. It's been just a crazy project. We still have all of the paint work to do and everything. So on this episode, I'm just going to take you along in the process of doing that. Just installing the remaining tiles and the roof tiles here, and then just all of the paint work and then the finishing touches, and it should be all ready to go before Carnival, which is in the end of February, beginning of March. And of course then that's when we're really into the rainy season as well, so at least I don't have to worry about the infiltration anymore. So that's going to be on today's episode. I just, you know, it's I'm up every morning 6 o'clock working until 8 o'clock at night. It's just, it doesn't stop. But I mean, every single project that I complete, it's basically an investment for my bed and breakfast, and I'm getting after every single project that I complete, and just getting closer and closer to finalizing my dream of what I want the bed and breakfast to be in the end. So I figure we go back to the bed and breakfast and get these tiles here installed. Then we're gonna start the paint work and get everything done. So let's go. So, good morning guys. So we just had a little bit of rain this morning. It didn't rain a lot, it rained pretty hard for about 10-15 minutes, and then it stopped, the sun came out. But as you can see, it is bone dry all over here. No moisture. So of course this is just what I wanted to see. I think the end result, it turned out absolutely fantastic, but there's still quite a lot of work to do. So these palm leaves that we have here installed, these have to be treated. It's just some pesticide that we spray here, just so the bugs don't get inside and start eating everything up. So all of these pillars, they've got to be sanded down, and then I gotta paint. Gonna paint all of this wood here. Everything's gonna be painted the same dark brown as this one here. These light torches here that I made, I gotta make two of those to go in each pillar, and also I gotta install all of the lights. Now this area here, we actually ordered 2 custom tables, wooden tables. One is going to be here, one is going to be here, and that is just going to help out when it's really busy. People are waiting in line to sit down and eat breakfast. So now we're gonna, maximize the capacity of people who can enjoy the breakfast at any one time. So a lot going on, and did some minor repairs to the concrete here. It actually started cracking a little bit, so we just took the opportunity to fix all of that. There's also a patchwork right here, as you can see, so that is another thing. All of this has to be painted as well. This cream color here, still gonna be really busy, but the good thing is when it's all done, it's gonna look absolutely fantastic. Okay, that's quite smooth, so that should be fine. That's all of the columns now sanded down, so I guess it's time to go paint. Just gonna put this tarp down here and start painting. All right, that's all the columns painted. Turned out pretty good. And I used to paint these as well, but I had to stop here. I got to do that another day. I'm running out of daylight here, so. And we got guests coming tonight, so I think that's gonna be fine for today. The guys who are building these two tables here, they just told me that they're finishing today, so hopefully tomorrow they will deliver these two tables. But as you can see, initially I thought about keeping this floor here, just painting this floor. This is just the concrete slab, and just put, you know, a coat of paint on it. But what I figured is, so this is going to be a table, dining area, you know, people are going to push away the chairs, and it's just going to be a lot of wear and tear on this floor here. So what I figured is, as you can see there here, this wooden deck that I made a couple of years ago, I think I'm going to do that here as well. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with this. Put a wooden deck here, and I think that's gonna look absolutely fantastic. And that's about it. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll probably head to the gym, and we'll see what's in store tomorrow. Good morning, another day. And this morning my tables finally arrived, and they look absolutely stunning. Really nice work. And as you can see, there's two of them, so it's going to be one here, one over there. So it's going to be roughly a sitting group of 3 people, and then it's going to be 6, 7, and 8, so 16 people in total here. So that should absolutely help with the congestion that we had previously, just with these two tables. You know, everybody comes and wants to eat breakfast at the same time. It just gets a bit crowded, so this is going to solve the problem for sure. So what I'm doing here, I just got to build the base to build this wooden deck here. So the wooden floor, it's going to be over here, and these are just the supports. So still quite a lot of work. Got all my Ryobi tools there. So this is going to be my project for today. Just preparing the base here, and all the wood, all the decking. They should arrive later this afternoon, so hopefully I can finish this tomorrow. We'll see. All right, so I prepared all of the supports here for the wooden deck. All of the materials that just arrived here, so But before I install that, I'm just doing some paint work. I gotta paint all of these concrete benches here. So I'll do that first. When everything is painted, I'm gonna start in this end just to install everything, and then until the end, and hopefully I'll get this done today. But so I'm just gonna use the time when the bed and breakfast is empty, and then as soon as the guests arrive, I just gotta stop. But I've closed off this area here anyway, so this is all closed off for the public here, so until I get everything done. So just guess we gotta crack on. All right, good morning, guys. So it's Monday morning, just past the weekend. We got the bed and breakfast full, and just before I finished off on Friday, as you can see, I managed to finish off at least half, and I actually painted all of this part. You know, I'll just leave a little bit less work for me when I'm done here. So I only got half of the deck to paint, and it's coming along. Unfortunately, this weekend I just got a really bad cold. It's just because of this weather, constantly rain, and then sleeping at night in the air conditioning, you know, the temperature going up and down, and humidity going from humid to dry, and it just really put a toll on my immune system. So not feeling too good, but regardless, I just gotta push on. I gotta get this done. At least I gotta get this done today, and then hopefully I'll paint this tonight. And also I'm gonna treat all of these palm leaves here with just some pesticides, so the bugs don't get in there. And then after that, this is all gonna be varnished. Put varnish on this, so it'll be like a dark brown. It'll roughly be the same color as this, also on top here, and everything will look really nice and natural. And so just crack on. Good morning, guys. Tuesday morning. Already treated all of these palm leaves yesterday with this pesticide right here, and that should take care of any bugs, anything that wants to chew away and eat all of these leaves here. It's extremely important because it doesn't take long before moths and other insects come in here and just start eating it away. And basically, as you can see here, it's already started. That's what it looks like. So I'm a little bit late for the treatment, but I'm not gonna have an issue with that anymore. And also, as you can see, I finished the patio here, the deck, wooden deck. It's all complete. It's only painted halfway. So I'm gonna do that later today, because at the moment I'm using the paint gun here, and so you can see all of these darker spots here. I'm applying a varnish to all of this. I just want to do that before I paint the remaining deck, just because it'll just drip a little bit and make a little bit of stain. Of course, I try to protect as much as possible, but as you can see, it looks really good. It gives it a natural, really dark color. I think it looks absolutely amazing. And just gonna zoom out a little bit here so you get a better view. But not only does it look good, but apart from applying the pesticide,
you know, applying this also, it just gives that a second layer of protection against bugs or whatever. So it serves two purposes. One, it really looks good and it protects it against moisture, everything. So this one here will just last for probably a decade, you know, at least 10 years, no problem at all, because of course it's watertight, so it won't receive any moisture, and it's treated with pesticide and also with varnish. So, you know, this is going to last for years, no worries at all. So it's a lot of work, but it's work that's absolutely necessary, you know, not only to look good, but also to give it that protection that I can be rest assured this is going to last for years. So all of this varnish, all of this paint, it's a really strong product. It smells really bad. It's not really good for your health. Of course, I'm using a mask when I'm applying all of this, but, you know, for the guests, it's not pleasant. And also making the wooden deck here, you know, with all of the hammering and just sawing of the pieces, it just makes a lot of noise, and I try to not disturb the guest as much as possible. And of course that is the biggest challenge when running a bed and breakfast, is trying to run a business and doing all of these, you know, renovations at the same time. But currently all of the guests, they're out on the beach, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that and crack on. Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday morning, and as you can see, we're all done here with the wooden deck. It's all painted, and I even finished all off of the varnish that I applied, and even the lighting. I painted those as well, so those are gonna get mounted later on today. It's quite a messy job, but you know, I think it's worth it. Looks absolutely fantastic. Gotta paint these wooden beams here. I gotta do that manually. I'm not gonna use a pistol because it's these will be painted just with the regular oil paint and not with the varnish. So you can see they have a little bit of darker color here. So my project for today is basically just to paint all of these wooden beams here, finish all of that, and varnish the remaining part here. And as soon as this part is finished, I'm gonna put the table into place. I'm gonna clean everything off, and then hopefully tomorrow I can at least open up this area here. And maybe tomorrow, if I finish off this part here as well, get the tables set at this place, and then I can open up this place here as well. So then I'll have a lot accomplished. Then it's basically just going to be this last area here that'll probably be over the weekend, because I got to paint this patio here as well. It's going to take some time, and then, you know, varnish all of this, paint all of these wooden beams here. So there's still quite a lot of work to do, but and I'm just going through paint like there's no tomorrow. It's crazy the amount of paint that's needed for a job like this, but I should have figured it's just a lot of material, a lot of wood, a lot of surface that needs to be painted. So just having my morning coffee here, and after that we're gonna crack on. Good morning, guys. Thursday morning now, and as you can see, things are coming together. This is practically all finished, all done. As you can see, I already painted these wooden beams here, and of course the varnish also applied yesterday, tables into place. And so this area is more or less finished. And also I put the tables here into place and started mounting the lighting here. So I'm gonna have 3 more lights over this table, and in the back there's gonna be 3 or 4 additional lights. So it's gonna be quite well lit up here at night. Looks pretty good. So as you can see, I didn't manage to finish off this area here because I just had to stop and just tidy up a little bit because we were receiving some guests yesterday. But the idea is to finish off at least this part here, and hopefully this part here today, and of course install the remaining light fixtures here. And I think that will be on the agenda for today. Takes a lot of time. This paint work here just takes a lot of time, and as I mentioned earlier, all of these palm leaves here, they just soak up so much of this paint, so I'm just spending a lot of paint. That's how it is, and the result looks really nice. I really like the finish here. Looks all natural, so it's all gonna be worth it. So guys, just skipping ahead in time here. It's Friday evening. I've been at it all day. Just finished installing all of the lighting by the new breakfast area, and of course this has been all done as well. We open up this part here. I was hoping I was gonna open this part today, but it's gonna take a while to clean up. I need to clean up all of this mess and just get everything done. But man, all of the paint work is done. Everything is all painted. As you can see, all the wooden beams are painted. I gotten varnish all over the palm leaves here, and it was quite the job. And I think my paint gun is gonna be retired after this. Let's look at that. I mean, it did its job and was fairly cheap as well. But man, that saved me so much work. But it already started leaking, and I don't think it's got a lot of hours left in it, so I'm probably going to retire that one and probably buy another one because it's an extremely useful tool. But so of course I'm going to show you the end results when everything is tidied up and everything, but just want you guys just to see the results. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I just love it. I was afraid it would be a little bit dark, but with all of these lighting here, this area here is well lit up and it looks absolutely fantastic. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, okay guys? I'm gonna start tidying up this mess here, and then I'm gonna call it a day, and hopefully I will open up this area here tomorrow, and then this will be the final part. I still got one lighting fixture I need to install here, and there's gonna be a hammock. It's gonna go like this. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. So I'll see you when everything is complete. So guys, it's Sunday afternoon here, and I just borrowed my girlfriend's pickup. She's not gonna be joining me today, which is a shame because Sundays is the one day of the week where we actually get to spend some quality time together. And the reason she's not here is just because she's fallen ill. She's got a quite bad stomach infection or something like that. She's just diarrhea, and it is something I actually had last week. And since it hasn't been raining for the last 6 to 7 months, it's been basically just sun every day. The accumulation of trash and all of that stuff, and then we get the first really heavy rains, you know, all of the sewers and everything, it just gets backed up and it just can't take it. So all the streets, everything gets flooded with the first rains, and it just brings a lot of, you know, stuff to the surface, and you're just really prone to all sorts of, you know, stuff that can really make you sick. So during this period, you know, it's just extremely important just to, you know, personal hygiene, but also, you know, really clean your food properly. Even then you're not really safe, because just taking a shower or brushing your teeth, because all of the water, it's groundwater, it comes from the ground up. So, you know, it's just this period every single year, it's exactly the same thing. I get like a really bad stomach flu almost every single year during this time, when we go from the dry season to the wet season, especially after the first heavy rains. And it's just how it's been. It's always going to be like that. It's just the you know, the lack of infrastructure here in Brazil. But anyways, so I'm here by myself. I'm just gonna head out to the beach. There's not a lot of wind, so I was hoping. I haven't actually been surfing a single day these last couple of weeks, just because not only have I been busy at the bed and breakfast, but also this period also that we're coming into the wet season, to the rainy season, the winds also, they calm down quite substantially. It almost stops blowing at all. So there's not a lot of wind for kite surfing. And so what I thought I'd do is I'm also gonna have just a quick lunch at the local surf spot. They have some good food, so I'll just grab a quick lunch, and then afterwards in the late afternoon, when the sun is low on the horizon, when it's not too hot, I'll take a slow drive and see if I can find some interesting stuff. So that's gonna be on my agenda today. And I brought my drone as well. I thought to give you some aerial shots of this place. And it's just a few kilometers just outside of the city of Paracuru, where I live. And I think that's what I'm going to be doing today. And then hopefully when I get back later tonight, my girlfriend, hopefully she'll be feeling better. But you know, I can't be sitting in all day long. I just don't have the patience. I need to do something. So let's head out there and have a look, see what we can find. Gotta put my car in 4x4 here. All the power lines have gone down. I wonder if they're electrified. That is just extremely dangerous, huh? Alright, so that's my tummy full. It's a good lunch, late lunch. So let's just head out to see if we
can find some cool stuff here. I'm gonna take my drone up so you guys can get an aerial view of the area here. It's a pretty unique place. Now, as you can see, we are just basically driving in the backcountry here, just a few kilometers outside of the city. And I absolutely love this place. The landscape and vegetation here is absolutely unique, and besides a variety of wildlife such as vultures, burying owls, eagles and hawks, it is also home to thousands of wild donkeys, horses, cattle and goats. Whenever I borrow my girlfriend's 4x4, I often exit the main road and go exploring along the many dirt trails that crisscross this area, such as this trail here that seems to be a service road leading to those windmills. Now, often I'll find lots of interesting things that I'll take with me back home and place in the garden at the bed and breakfast. And this place is also littered with bones from deceased animals such as this donkey skull. Now, maybe I'm a bit strange, but I really like this kind of stuff and often take them with me and place them in just in random places at home. I mean, it is the circle of life, right? So the next day I placed everything that I have collected the day before in the garden of my girlfriend's house, as I had to find a suitable place for them first. Now, needless to say, my girlfriend, she wasn't too impressed with the donkey and cow skull, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm probably a bit strange, but that's absolutely fine. I think it will look nice at the bed and breakfast. I just need to find a suitable place for them first. So this is the space where I'm gonna have the cactus and the bull skull and everything, all of these twigs. I'm gonna try to make this kind of a space here, a cool space right here in the corner. I'll figure it out, but currently I'm just painting all of these eucalyptus logs right here, this fence, and as you can see, this is the original, and painting all of these dark brown. I think it'll look so much better. I just ran out of paint. Like I'm saying, it's incredible the amount of paint that I've spent these last couple of days. And you can see I just managed to paint this. I just ran out here. So I got to run to the hardware store, get some more paint, and then also gonna buy some additional plants here that I'm gonna plant. And of course I need to get all of the cactus and the bull's head and everything, and you know, I'll go step by step, figure out how I'm gonna do it. So should look pretty cool when I'm all done. But yeah, that's it. So I'm off to the hardware store, get some supplies, and then crack on. I got a little mixed feelings about it. I don't know how the guests are gonna respond. They're either gonna love it, or they're gonna hate it, or they're gonna be afraid, or the children are gonna be afraid, and I don't know. You know, I love this sort of stuff for some reason. Maybe I'm just being really weird, but I just think that, you know, death is a part of life, and I think it's kind of, beautiful in its own sort of way. I don't know how to explain it, but I've been out in the desert in Mexico and in Texas in the US, and I just love this sort of scenery here. And I mean, at least I painted the skulls here, so I just painted the skulls and those rocks there, so it looks a little bit decent, but we'll see. I gotta see what kind of feedback I get from the guests and if I'm gonna keep it or not. But I kind of like it. Also bought this plant right here. It has some really, really beautiful flowers. I'm gonna show you. They're just super cool, but it's just a shame because the flowers are hidden. So you can see these super cool flowers here, and hopefully they will grow pretty fast and become visible. Oh, so that's the final deck painted. I'm a little bit tired of painting now. Gotta be honest with you guys. Jeez, spent a ton of paint in this area, but it's looking really, really good. So this is painted now, and then I'm gonna just touch up this wall right here, and I want to do another coat on this one here, and we're nearing completion. As you can see, I got all of the pillows now for the seating area here, and it looks pretty decent. So these torches right here, these tiki torches, also got to finish 2 of them. It's missing on this pole and that pole. Got to do that as well. And that's more or less it. So just a little bit of wind today, and I haven't been kite surfing now in over 2 weeks, so I'm actually gonna try my luck. I'm gonna head to the beach and have a session, and all of this I can do tomorrow. So here we are, guys. It's Wednesday afternoon, just about sunset, and I think we are 99.9% complete, and I think it looks absolutely spectacular at night. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the neighbor, he's got a really nice garden, big trees, and it's like jungle-like. So I put up a reflector light here just to illuminate this huge tree that he has here, and just looks absolutely amazing. So it's looking the part right now, and also, as you can see, these tiki torches here already installed, the last ones of them, so all of those are installed, and the really only thing that's missing is just the touch up here with the paint on this wall here, and this this support right here, and also I got a light fixture that's going to be right here in the center. Now another thing that I'm going to do is, there was a hammock here previously. It went from this post over to this one here, But now it's gonna be from this beam and to this post here, there's gonna be a hammock this way, and there's also gonna be a hammock in between here. So I gotta buy a couple of hammocks, buy the supports, and then it's just cleaning up this last mess here, and we are basically done. Guys, it's been a hell of a project, I gotta tell you. It's been sweat, blood and tears, just almost literally. I'm absolutely exhausted, but looking at the final results, I mean, you just gotta keep this in your mind. It's gotta be your motivation that everything is gonna look absolutely fantastic when it's all done, and it looks amazing. That's my opinion anyways. So before I round up this video, I'm gonna show you the final results when I get the hammock and everything here. Okay guys, so see you in a couple of days. So guys, there we have it. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Thanks again for joining me here on the Brazilian Expat. So I previously mentioned, I do have just a ton of other projects down the line as well. You know, this is all a part of just me reaching my dreams of just building the perfect bed and breakfast, the bed and breakfast, the business that I always dreamt of building. So there's going to be more episodes like this down the line, but I'm going to try to think about doing some other topics as well. But for the time being, it's just a lot going on at the business, and I'm trying to squeeze in some material for my YouTube channel in between. But for the time being, there's just so much going on. And now we're coming into Carnival, which lasts just a couple of days, which starts in the beginning of March. Then after that, we'll see a dip in business for the time being. And at that time, things will quiet down a little bit, and hopefully I can try to think of some other content for my channel. But regardless, I hope you enjoy this sort of content, and I like to show you guys what I'm up to, what's going on my business, just to see the transformation that's going on. And for myself, I'm pretty happy with the progress. I think this last project here, it turned out to look absolutely fantastic. And the most important part, we're coming into the rainy season. Although it's just a beautiful day here, we're still in the very early stages of the rainy season, and in a couple of months we're gonna see every single day really heavy rains, and that is also why this project was sort of like a rush project, just to get everything finished, because as I previously mentioned in my previous topics as well, is that that sun deck where we made the covering, it was leaking water into the garage, and now I don't have to worry about that. I can sleep well at night, listening to the rain pouring down outside, and I don't have to worry about just the structural integrity of the garage. So that is a good thing. So there you have it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, please. It really helps me out a lot. And another thing that really helps me, if you want to see more content like this, if you enjoy my content, then also
consider subscribing to my channel. That also helps me out a lot. So until the next time, until the next project, hopefully very soon, guys, be safe, happy travels, and hopefully I'll see you down here in Brazil. Until then, guys, take care. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.